Right, hi, 100% Chelsea. We are Newcastle Fans TV. Seem to be meeting Chelsea quite a lot. 3 times last season, 2 times in the Premier League this year. Never know, we might get in the FA Cup later on this season. So we're going to be talking from a Newcastle perspective. I've got joined by Johnny and Will, the other 2 presenters here on the channel. I'll come to you first, Johnny. This is a massive, massive ask for Newcastle to try and get something, isn't it?
Oh, if someone offered me a point right now, I'd snap both your hands off. It's very, very difficult. Chelsea got so much quality around the whole pitch. It's going to be a tough ask for Newcastle, especially defensively. We haven't been good of recent times.
Well, if you look at Chelsea's results though, Southampton have nicked a point. Leicester got a win there. Does that give you any hope, or are you still worried?
I think you can tell I'm still worried. They have dropped off the ball a little bit. Especially, I remember at the start of the season everyone was quite optimistic and Chelsea did look really, really good. They've had a couple of sort of bad results in more recent times, especially the Southampton one really surprised me. We could, and we have been better away from home, which is a good point to raise, but you know, I generally don't expect to get anything from this game. I think even a rotated Chelsea side could be our slot 3 now.
A little bit worried about that. Thanks, lads. Very optimistic. So we're going to be down there as well, so we'll obviously be grabbing Louis for a fan cam as well. Now, Johnny, we've got a problem because we don't know which side in central midfield that Rafa's going to go with, because we're very depleted at the minute. It could end up being, in the worst case scenario, Hayden and Longstaff, which is a young staff for the Chelsea fans who don't know who he is, or defender pushing up into midfield. That's a massive worry, isn't it?
Yeah, you know, Longstaff's just a young lad who's done okay when he's played the couple of games he has, and then we've got Isaac Hayden, who doesn't want to be at the football club but still getting in our starting 11. It just doesn't sit well with me. But no, it's too many issues, and that's where Chelsea are going to really exploit us. Unfortunately, the likes of Hazard, Kante,
10 goals, 9 assists.
He's been unbelievable for Chelsea. I think that's a massive decision for him, whether he leaves Chelsea or go to Real Madrid. I think Chelsea will struggle to keep a hold of him this season, because you know
it'll be end of the season surely.
Oh yeah, not in January. I think they'll be stupid enough not to do that. But in the summer, I think if Real Madrid come knocking, I think he goes, in my opinion. And I know that's what Chelsea fans don't want to hear. But he's on his day, he's probably the best player in the Premier League when he's on top form, because nobody can stop him.
Are you going along the line, of Will, that because they're not scoring many of late, but he's, as I said there, Johnny's got 10 goals, 9 assists. He is clearly the standout at the moment, because Williams hit and miss at the minute. Pedro, I know Hudson-Odoi, I don't think he'll actually start. I think he'll drop back down to the bench. I know Bayern want him. So it's clearly Hazard, isn't it? We've got to keep an eye on, mainly going forward.
It is. He is starting striker now, which is not his preferred position.
It's like a false number, isn't it?
Yeah, kind of ironically playing like Messi did for Barcelona, or if you want to use Sarri, Dries Mertens for Napoli, which is moving him away from his favourite side, which kind of does help us, but it's compensating for Chelsea's poor strikers in Morata and Giroud. It's still a danger though, and they've still got great players. Any one of them could get into our starting 11 with.
I think their reserve side can get our 11.
I know. I mean, you talk about the midfield of Longstaff and Hayden, and those 2 struggled at home against Blackburn, let alone against Kante, Jorginho, and Ross Barkley and Kovacic, you know, and all the options they have. So it's a bit of a big ask. It's a bit of a big ask to get anything from this game.
It is a big ask. Can we hurt them? Because I think we're going to play a wing back, and they're very, very strong. That's the thing. You know, he's went with Rudiger and David Luiz and Azpilicueta and Alonso as the back 4 normally. New goalkeeper. Can we hurt them? Where can we hurt them?
It's tough, but you'd have to say maybe Alonso, when he drives forward, we need to try and capitalise on that right hand side, because you know they are going to bomb forward, because they're going to get a lot of possession on the ball. But have we got any quality to really exploit that?
Do you want asking Yedlin to try and push on?
Yeah, definitely, because we need to try and get crosses in the box, especially if Rondon starts. Rondon is our only threat going forward at the minute. Atsu is okay, but he's not good. He hasn't scored or made an assist in the last 20 games for Newcastle.
Thanks, Chelsea.
And we got him for $6 million off Chelsea as well, but that's realistically, you know, we're asking players to have the game of their lives, and we're asking Rondon to take maybe 1 or 2 chances that he might only get in the whole game. It's a massive ask, but maybe towards the left-hand side, because if Alonso bombs forward. But centre halves, you look at Rudiger, you look at Luiz, 2 bricks, to be honest with you. You know, 2 man mountains, and you know Rondon's going to find it hard work. So you know, we've got to make sure that we can take the one.
He needs
or two
support, though,
chances.
doesn't he? He needs someone close to him.
I think it'll probably be Perez, and Perez, he did well against Blackburn when he came on, but obviously Blackburn and Chelsea are two different kettles of fish. You know, we need to try and get Perez the ball at his feet and see if he can do anything, try and win free kicks. I think that might be a weakness for Chelsea, try and get set pieces into the box, see if we can win the flick on and try and get a goal from that way, because I think if we try and play football, you know, we're probably going to struggle to get anything from the game or any goals from the game.
Let's talk about Kenedy, because Chelsea fans will probably want to know how he's been getting on. He's ineligible for this game, which ironically is actually going to help us. Last season, you know, we're all singing his praises. What happened? He's just... because Chelsea fans don't see him, he's been shocking, hasn't he?
He has. I think what happened is he missed a penalty against Cardiff, and since then his confidence just looks absolutely shot. I remember seeing him in the first game of the season against Spurs, and he looked pretty good. He looked like the guy that we got in on loan, but since that miss against Cardiff, after he had a pretty poor game, he just hasn't looked the same since. Against Blackburn, he really struggled, continuously lose possession, tries tricks and flicks. It's just nothing's just coming off for him, which is a shame. And you know, if I was given the option to, I would cancel the loan in order to free up space for us to bring in someone else. He's not starting over Atsu, and he's taking up a loan space. So for us, it's a difficult one. It's
because we've got no money.
Exactly.
Well, we do, but the owner doesn't want to spend it.
Exactly. So we are probably not going to get a replacement, and yeah, it's just a bad situation to be in if you're a Newcastle fan. But yeah, Kenedy pretty poor since he's come back, and I'm glad we didn't spend 20 million on him. But yeah, it's just a bit of a mess at the minute, our football club, sadly.
Yeah, it's one of those Chelsea fans. Obviously, Kenedy has been really poor. Last season we would have signed him. Well, I would have said, right, it's been brilliant, let's sign him up, but I would probably do that. I would probably cancel that loan because we don't have much money to spend. But let us know, Chelsea fans, on that, what you think of Kenedy. Personally, I don't want to sign him. Score predictions before we wrap up. I don't think you're going to go very positive here. Johnny?
This is probably the most optimistic I'm going to be, and I think it'll be 2-0 Chelsea. I just think we can probably contain for the first 45 minutes, maybe 1-0 at worst at half time, and then, you know, if it goes 2-0, I think Chelsea will go, we'll win the game, and then Newcastle will just go, we'll just sit back, and it's not going to damage our goal difference too much, because that might be the reason we'll stay up this season. I think it looks like we're trying to be the 4th worst team in this division, but I'm going to go 2-0 Chelsea, unfortunately, from a Newcastle point of view.
Yeah, Mike, actually, please spend. Will, score.
To be more optimistic,
don't say 1-0.
no, but if I'm to put any optimism into this preview for us, it's by the fact that game plan of frustrating them nearly worked last time.
Well, the 2-1 defeat, yeah.
Yeah, because they got they got a penalty which was contentious at best. We got back into it, don't quite know how, and then
Hoslu scored.
I know, of all people, and then an unlucky on goal at the end to kind of rob us a bit of a point. So it did work last time. We are better away from home, but I really just can't see it. I think they will get a goal in the first half, and from there we'll just break down. I think it'll be 3-0 Chelsea.
I'll be a little bit more optimistic, and I'll say Chelsea will probably nick it 1-0. I think we will sit back. I think we will play 5 at the back, frustrate them. They'll dominate like they did at St James's Park. Look, it's not great being a Newcastle fan. It's very depressing. I'm sure Louis will ask us down when we're down at Stamford Bridge about the situation off the field. And yeah, we'll see you at Stamford Bridge. Cheers. Bye bye.